Oh, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Okay, mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's go. I'm having way too much fun with the series this week. I am having way too much fun with the series this week. We're just getting started, but there is so much. Oh my gosh, it's super exciting. Hey, thanks for being here this morning. Oh my gosh, do we have a show for you today? If you don't know who I am, my name is Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one. I am a father to nine. And as a father to nine, I get the opportunity to go to every single movie that ever comes out. I love taking my kids to the movie theater. It's amazing. And a little over a year ago, we went to the movie and we watched this movie, Wicked, and it was an incredible movie. And at the end of the movie, it was a 3-hour movie, and at the end of the movie, I'm like, no, I want more, because I didn't want the movie to end. And now, here we are, 4 days away from part 2 of Wicked, and Wicked for Good, and I'm super excited. And so this week, being Wicked Week, we are in a series all around that particular movie. And there's some incredible insights that are coming out of this. I'm telling you, some of you are like, right out the gate, you're like, oh my gosh, I've gotten enough of this Wicked thing. I don't even know. I'm not watching. And I'm telling you, stick here with me. Lock in. There are some ridiculously powerful insights that we are taking away this week from that particular movie. So don't let the movie keep you from the gold, the gems, the diamonds that we're just freaking picking up all over the place this week. We are picking them up all over the place this week. All right. On that note, let's start the show.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Tuesday. That's right, today is Tuesday, also known in the world as Taco Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we get the opportunity as a family, we get to go to Grandma's house, and my stepdad, Mr. Everett, he makes tacos for my entire family, which is a big deal. I want you to think about that this morning. Think about what you would have to do in order to make tacos for a family of 10. That's right. When we show up, we show up 10 deep, bro. Everywhere my family goes, when we go together as a family, we show up with a full baseball team. Baseball team, not just a basketball team. Some people show up with a basketball team. They think that's a lot. We show up with a full baseball squad. We show up one short of what takes 11? We show up one short of a football team. That's how we show up. So they're making tacos for my family every Tuesday, which we love. So today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Today is also day 47 of the Unrecognizable Challenge. So we started 47 days ago. We picked one thing that we wanted to add or remove from our lives. We're doing it or not doing it every day for 90 days. We're reflecting on it daily, sharing weekly, tracking our monthly milestones. So we've been doing this since, for 47 days now. So today is day 47 of the hashtag Unrecognizable Challenge. That's been really powerful in my life. I chose to add a daily devotional to my daily life and also to truly prioritize my family as far as doing things with my kids that they want to do, not necessarily what dad wants to do. Last night was another example of this. Today is also 763 days until my 50th birthday. That's right. Yes, day 47 already. We are halfway through the hashtag Unrecognizable Challenge. Today is also 763 days from my 50th birthday. That's right, from my 50th birthday. And this is a big birthday for me because I made a promise to my wife that there will be some things that will happen by the time I turn 50. And so I count down the days, 763 days to make it all happen. And I've been making some moves, folks. I've been making some moves. Sometimes we move in public. Sometimes we move in the shadows. All right. Now, also, today is an important day because today my daughter, Savannah Rain Lundy, is taking her driver's test. She is taking her driver's test in hope to get her license and to be forever released into the world, to be forever released into the universe, for her world to be able to expand to horizons it's never expanded to before. Now, you might think that I'm being a little bit dramatic, but like for real, can you remember what getting your driver's license meant to you? Like it's like at the level, like it's beyond the level of being able to like walk. Right? You know, a baby walks for the first time, we're all celebrating, oh my gosh. And that baby, dude, that baby goes from like, yo, I'm not mobile to all of a sudden I can reach up. I can get the things that I want to get. I can get to the places I want to get. Not reliant on anybody else, right? Like there's this walking moment. That's a big deal, right? And then fast forward, there's like the ride a bike moment. You remember the ride a bike moment? The ride a bike moment, you're like, oh my gosh, whoa, holy crap. Like I can go from here to there in like a fraction of the time. This is crazy. All of a sudden, I mean, this is nuts. Before it was like I only had this option. Now I got all of this. There was the bike moment. The bike moment was important. It was an important moment in our childhood. And then there's the driving moment. And the driving moment is the like final level unlock, right? The driving moment is the moment where your entire world comes, it just opens up and comes like cascading out in front of you. It just rolls out, right? Just all of the possibilities. The world goes from this little tiny bubble that you've been living in your whole life to like just completely unlimited. Unlimited. What's up, Mr. Ken Cook? Thanks for being here. Our world goes, when we get the driver's license, our girl world goes from this little tiny bubble to unlimited. Which kind of reminds me of this movie. You know, there's this movie and it's got this song in it. You know what I'm talking about? It's got this song called Defying Gravity. And in that song, it sings that word. Unlimited. And that's right, folks. It is Wicked Week. That's right. It is Wicked Week as we are just 4 days away. That's right. We're just 4 days away from the epic conclusion of the movie Wicked for Good. The amazing tale of the story behind the story, set in the wonderful world of Oz. Now, yesterday, we broke down the questions that the writer of this movie, Greg Maguire, had when he wrote the movie Wicked. He had questions like, what about the characters that we never hear from? He wrote about things like, what if the villain in the movie wasn't really the villain? And he asked the question, who gets to decide who's wicked and who's not? He asked the question, is anyone born evil? And he really wanted to know what makes society label someone wicked. What if maybe you weren't wicked? Maybe the witch in the movie Oz, maybe she had a childhood, maybe she had friends, maybe she had dreams. And why was she green? What was Oz like before Dorothy? How did the government run? Why is Glinda so perfect? He also took this movie and he compared it to the real world. He talked about oppression. He talked about propaganda. He talked about the power struggles He talked about the moral gray areas, how governments create enemies. And he asked a really, really, really big question. What if Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, what if she wasn't evil? What if she was just different? Today we are going to go deeper into that. That's right. We're going to go deeper into that. But before we do, you know what we got to do on this show, folks. You know what we got to do. Let it sit. Let it sit. Let it sit. Let it sit. Crescendo. Okay, all right. That's enough. That's enough. We're going to get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble, but we did it anyway. Hey, we got to do some dancing on this show. Let's go. We got to get our bodies in motion. An object in motion stays in motion. That's right. An object in motion stays in motion. So we got to get moving this morning. All right. I don't care where you are in the world. If you're on a run, I want you dancing. If you're in the gym, I want you dancing. If you're like, I don't know, you're like at the office in the cubicle, just start hitting it like this. You start hitting it like this. People will be like, what the heck is going on with that person? Just start hitting it like this, right? Maybe you're in the car with the kids. Be like 6, 7, 6, 7. You know, whatever you got to do. Objects in motion, stay in motion. We got to get the energy moving. This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. Last but not least, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, I want you to say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. Does that sound fair? I got my little trusty dusty phone right here, and it shows me that Dana Fishbein is in the building. How you doing, Dana? Great to see you. Marilyn Wilkin, good morning. Thanks for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Malika Kelly is in the building. How you doing, Malika? And all of you that are on Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse, like, hello. I know some of you just listening in over there. You don't jump into the show. Totally cool. Thank you so much for being here. Sarah Green, thanks for being in the building. I greatly appreciate it. Wes Storm, good morning. Robin Wilshans, good morning. Bella Rigby, good morning. Antonio Barbosa from Portugal. Antonio! Oh, I love the idea that you're in Portugal. I want to come to Portugal. Can I come visit you in Portugal? Can we go hang out and grab a beer in Portugal? Like, that would be super dope. I would love that. I would love that. Trisha Rue, good morning. Miss Liza Myers-Borges, thank you for being here, Liza. Great to see you. Mr. West Storm. Young Johnson is in the building. Spencer Nicholson is up in here. Mike Larkin says, share, share, share. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a wicked Taco Tuesday. Alexandria Nicole is in the building. Ian Bush is in the building. Sonia Merritt is in the building. Rich Pintrick is in the building. Rich Pintrick has been doing a bunch with Sora. I've been seeing a bunch of his videos. He's been doing a bunch of AI videos with Sora. Great job on that, Rich. Rodney Rock Hatfield is in the building. Tony Schmidt is in the building. Nikki Demps. What's up, Nikki Demps? Thanks for being here. Patricia Frudenberg is in the building. How you doing, Patricia Frudenberg? Great to see you. Antonio Barbosa says 800%. We can make it happen. Scott Simons is in the building. Some of my later viewers, Robert Migliaccio, thanks for being here. Heather Parody, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, and I don't know if anyone else can make this claim, but this is a real, true fact. Tara Hope, thanks for being here. Ken Cook, thanks for being here. Real, true fact. You ready? Heather Parody. What's up, Frank Hack? Great to see you, my guy. Dude, I wanted to visit you. I was in Kansas City, and I actually put your dealership in my map, and I was headed that way with my kids. I thought we had time, but it was the opposite direction from the airport, and we were going to be late and miss our flight. But next time I want to come see you soon. Mandy Housley, thanks for being here. All right, you ready? True fact. Heather Parody, she might be the only one. She might be the only one. Heather Parody has watched every single episode of #RiseAndGrind. Every episode. We are approaching, or maybe have surpassed, 2,000 episodes. We've done 2,000 episodes. of this show. Since January of 2018, with a couple little breaks in between, 2,000 episodes of this show. She has seen literally every single episode. Not one episode has she missed. Isn't that crazy? Like, wild. I love it. I love it. She's amazing. All right, check it out. Real quick, couple announcements. Morning 5 planners. All right, so as a part of this community, one of the things that's really important to us, it's kind of a core value, is that if you change the way you start your day, it makes a massive impact in your life. And so we created a 5-step process of how you should start your day, right? It starts off with never hitting the snooze button. Then the second step is don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. The third step is to write down your gratitude and goals. Fourth step is take care of the physical. Fifth step is send out an encouraging message, okay? So we created a planner about 5 years ago, Morning 5 Planner, to allow you to do this. Now, we got the links all fixed. You can pre-order at themorning5planner.com, morning5planner.com, morning5planner.com, morning5planner.com. You can go to themorning5planner.com. You can spell out 5 or not spell out 5. It's morning5planner.com. And you can pre-order your planners. We are including a digital copy. When you order the paper planner, you get the digital copy for free, which is great for if you're traveling and don't want to carry around the big planner, all right? I still love the big planner, but I'm just telling you digital copies available. Now, you can also just buy the digital copy if you want. It's only $13 if you want the $12.99 if you want the digital copy. You're welcome to do that. But you're going to want to get this, and you're going to want to get some of these for your friends. Order them now. Great Christmas gifts. Great Christmas gifts. I mean, for Christmas, you can offer someone, you can give them like, I don't know, a gift card for $50, or you can give them the opportunity to completely transform their lives for $50. Like you choose, like, how much do you actually love the people around you? Do you love them enough to give them a tool that can transform their lives? Or do you love them enough to give them breakfast at Cracker Barrels? Like, that's really what it comes down to. So you should grab planners for yourself. You should grab planners for all of your friends. Just go. You don't need that big old link, Marilyn Wilkin. I got it fixed. Just go to morning5planner.com, morning5planner.com, or you can go to themorning5planner.com. Either one works. All right, go get your planners. Also, if you go to glennlundy.com, there's an events tab. If you are in sales, anyone in sales, or maybe you employ salespeople, we are doing a free event for salespeople, December 9th and 10th, right here in Lexington, Kentucky. All right, Lexington, Kentucky. It's a 2-day event. You would have people out of your business for those full 2 days, but feel free to send these people. All right, send people. Just go to glennlundy.com, and on the page, click on events, and you can register. It's completely free for salespeople. Bring yourself or send some people. Okay? All right. Grab your planners. Also, by the way, all pre-orders will receive a special gift, and I will sign those. I will not sign anything after Black Friday. I will not be signing any of those because it gets to be a lot. Elphaba Throp, the Wicked Witch of the West. But before she was wicked, she was a child. Before she was feared, she was ignored. Before she was hunted, she was misunderstood. Born with emerald green skin, born different from everyone else, born into a world that made her feel wrong before she ever had the chance to be right. But here's the truth. Elphaba is the one character. She is the one character in the entire movie. If you haven't seen it, here's a little spoiler alert. Elphaba is the one character in the entire story who never lies about who she is. She never lies about who she is. From the moment she meets people, one of the very first scenes, she's in front of all the students, and she's like, no, I did not eat grass when I was a child. And yes, I've always been green. Right? She's the one character, the entire story, who never lies about who she is. She literally refuses to pretend. She refuses to conform. They try to get her to conform. They try. The great Wizard of Oz tries to get her to conform. He offers her a seat at the table. He offers her the highest power position you could possibly have. And she simply refuses to conform. She refuses to fit into the box that society tried to stuff her into. She refuses. And I don't know about you, but that right there, that alone, if that's the only thing we take away from the entire week, if that's the only thing we take away from the movie, if that's the only thing that hits with you today, she refuses, outright refusal to pretend. She refuses to conform. She refuses to be stuffed into a box. That hits for me. And my guess is it probably hits for some of you, because some of you that are watching right now, you grew up different. Some of you grew up talking different than other people. Maybe you had an accent or a little bit of slang. Maybe you grew up in the South. Maybe you grew up in the hollers. Some of you grew up believing different. Some of you came from a family that did not prepare you for where you are going. And I know that to be true. I have very, very, very close friends that their family has been the biggest obstacle in them becoming the best versions of themselves they can possibly be. Some of you, including myself, some of you have been judged by people who never took the time to know your heart, just like Elfie. Some of you feel different to this day, and you have this deep desire to want to belong. Some of you feel different to this day. You feel lonely, you feel separated, and you feel marginalized, just like Elfie. And so let's talk real quick. Let's talk about the woman who has brought Elphaba to life. The woman who played Elphaba in 2024, her name is Cynthia Erivo. And Cynthia Erivo, she was born in London. Look at this beautiful woman. For those of you that are watching on the screen, this is just a striking woman right here. Born in London, the daughter of Nigerian immigrants. This woman right here grew up without wealth. She grew up without privilege. The one thing that she did have is she had a voice that could literally bring people to tears in an instant. This woman was rejected from role after role after role. She was told that she wasn't right for Broadway. She was told that she was too different. She was told that she was too loud. She was told that she was too bold. Does that sound familiar for any of you? And yet, in the midst of all of that, she won a Tony, and then she won a Grammy, and then she won an Emmy. You see, the girl that didn't fit the mold became one of the most decorated performers of her generation. You see, just like Elphaba, her differences became her superpower. Cynthia Erivo was quoted saying something that just strikes my heart when I read it. She was quoted as saying, "I am my own kind of beautiful." Oof. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That just instantly hit the tear. That was crazy. For those of you that know me, I'm an emotional dude. When here's what brings tears out in me every single time, and this is probably why I love movies like this and The Greatest Showman and the Hamilton soundtrack and so on and so forth, and why I tear up every time I see the golden buzzers on America's Got Talent. There's something about people walking in their purest, highest, people vibrating at their highest frequency. I know that sounds woo-woo, but I am my own kind of beautiful. There's a moment in the movie, it's one of the greatest musical theater moments in history, where Elphaba steps into the air and sings. And when she steps into the air and sings, she says, "It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leap," right? And leap. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leap. And when I hear those words, man, to me, that's not a song, that's a sermon. Because I know every single one of us has had that moment, right? We've had that moment when we have to choose between staying with who the world wants you to be, or who we've actually set ourselves up to be, or becoming the one that you were created to be. I mean, just 2018, I had to really make that walk. I had to make that decision. I had to leave the $1 million a year job that I had as the face of one of the most impactful organizations in the history of auto, and I had to take a leap. I had to spread my wings and fly, and it's a bumpy road, bro. It's much easier to just stay on the ground, to be safe, to be small, to be agreeable. But man, this moment, the moment when you rise, the moment when you spread those wings and you actually catch and you defy gravity. Here's the truth, dude. Most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they were afraid to even take off. Elphaba was not afraid of heights. She was afraid of being trapped. And so she rose, man. Elphaba rose, not because she wanted to be wicked. She rose because she refused to be silent. And here's the part of Wicked that hits hardest if you watch the movie. The entire movie, Elphaba spends her entire life helping people. Her entire life. From helping her sister who's in a wheelchair to helping free the lion cub that they were getting ready to cage and do tests on. Elphaba spends her entire life helping people, and she still gets labeled the villain. She challenged corruption. She spoke truth to the wizard, who was the biggest fraud in all of Oz. And what did she get? She got scapegoated. She got slandered. She got called wicked. But catch this, dude. This is what you have to catch. The moment Elphaba stopped chasing approval, she stepped into her anointing. The moment Elphaba stopped chasing approval, she stepped into her anointing. Listen to me, as TM would say. Yes. Listen, you've spent years trying to prove yourself to people who never intended to understand you. Yes, as TM would say. Listen, man, you got to stop explaining yourself to people. You have to stop shrinking yourself for people. You have to stop apologizing to people. You are not responsible for the story others will tell about you. Do you understand that? You are simply responsible for the legacy you choose to live. That's what you're responsible for. Because just because they call you wicked doesn't mean you are not worthy. Cynthia / Elphaba reminds us that sometimes the world will misunderstand your purpose before it ever celebrates it. That sometimes your difference will disturb people who haven't discovered their own. That sometimes your rise will look like rebellion. So listen to me. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to break molds, to challenge systems, to rewrite narratives, to rise above the opinions, and to defy the limits they try to place on you. So today, I want you to go green. I want you to go green. I want you to be bold. I want you to be brave. And when the world says, be less, when the world says, be quiet, when the world says, sit down, shut up, get in line, when the world tells you all of those things, I want you to say, actually, I think I'm going to try defying gravity. Because see, you, my friend, are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not a below average version, not even a little bit above, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And the best version of you is not trapped in a cage. Best version of you is not feet firmly planted on the ground. The best version of you is that freeing power inside you that is calling you to defy gravity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again right here on #RiseAndGrind. Have an incredible day.